And we're back. Finish off the second half of this Shia LaBeouf interview we were watching last night. Sorry again, guys, that we weren't able to finish it off yesterday. Honestly, I think I needed some extra sleep. After that, I ended up passing out for 5 hours, woke up for an hour or so, and then had another whole sleep. 8-9 hours sleep after that, and was feeling super refreshed after. It was probably sorely needed, so appreciate you guys being understanding that we ended up doing this in a two-parter, but hope everyone's having a good day. Enjoying your week so far, as much as you can with all the craziness happening in the world. I think World War III started or something to that effect, and I don't know if you guys have been following the Clinton depositions and all that. There's so much stuff going on though with this Epstein thing. So it's been wild. So hope all you guys are doing okay and keeping it together as best as you can through everything. But yeah, it was a good. I think it was a good bite-sized chunk. I guess doing it in two halves, doing a couple hours and then doing another couple hours tonight. We were having a good discussion though. So I do feel bad that we ended up cutting it short, but I think it's all going to work out in the end. But what's up, Love and Peace? Candy, Petra, Beth. I don't know if it's Petra or Petra. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Welcome. We'll give you guys another moment or two here to file in before we get her going again here, but I think we left off pretty much right at the midway point, so maybe we'll go, I think we'll go back a little bit here. This is a couple minutes back, but we'll kind of pick up where we left off. But yeah, so hope everybody's alright. Hope everybody's keeping it together, like I said. I think we're going to do, I set it up actually, so I'm going to do the Clinton Depot weekend, where we'll do a live commentary and discussion. So if you guys haven't checked it out yet, where I kind of was thinking it might be just a whole bunch of waste of time, that they weren't going to really say much of anything, historically speaking. They always just kind of say, oh, well, I don't remember anything, I didn't see anything, I don't know anything. But I guess they really went in on them, and I've been seeing some of the clips and just some of the quotes and stuff coming out of it, so may as well dive into it, and it's just see what else they have to say for themselves. But this Epstein probe, I guess there's many more to come to be questioning about their involvement. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye out for, because it seems like they really actually putting their thumb on the jugular here. They'd even brought up the Pizzagate stuff and that video, that notorious video that's been floating around, the rumors of that floating around all these years, that frazzled rip. They brought that up, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So, yeah, I think, we're peeling back the layers on everything, and I think it's all progress, as messed up as it is to get certain confirmations on some of this stuff. It's devastating, but it's all going to come out. The truth will set us free. But without further ado, we'll dive right into this, guys.
Oh, 3 months ago. Yeah, one of the hard parts about being a public figure of your stature is all of your personal life is in the media, good, bad, and ugly. I thought you did a pretty good job on the John Bernthal podcast.
Oh yeah,
by addressing that kind of pipeline that you had from controversy to, I guess, sobriety and getting serious about your life, figuring out what behavior patterns put you in the position to be in positions like the ones that got written about significantly.
Yeah.
Looking back at that whole chapter, as far as the major controversy and everything like that 2 or 3 years ago, how do you look back in the
rearview? You
review?
mean Twigs and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, she's a good girl, bro. That's a good girl.
But looking back in the rearview, do you feel like working the program after that helps you kind of rectify?
Nah, because the program, sometimes when you get arrested, the court just says, hey, you got to go do this.
Oh, we're way too far back. Let me go a little more forward, guys. Sorry. It ended up closing the thing, so I didn't have the spot where we left off at, so I kind of was trying to take a guesstimate here. I think maybe we're closer around here.
How would you minimize that in the future?
With bar fights and shit, how you minimize that in the future? Boy, you got me. Wait a second. I got a better answer. Give me a second, bro.
Okay, cool.
Okay, maybe we're a little further ahead than I thought. All right, no worries. We'll skim along a little more here.
I am an opportunity sometimes to someone. That's not to minimize my behavior, but I get it. I'm bright as fuck when I walk around, and I get, listen, if you're like a Twigs fan or something like, I don't know, bro. I have no fucking idea, bro. It's not my business. It's not my business. Here's what I know. I can only deal with my side. My side is this. My behavior, bullshit. I gotta deal with that. Does that mean I gotta go to rehab again? I'm just not into it, bro. I don't think my answers are there. I don't. I genuinely don't. If I genuinely did, I'd go. I don't think I have a drinking problem. I think I have a different problem, and I'm going to address it.
And what's that problem?
I think I have a small man complex, some kind of Napoleonic, I don't know what it is. I think it's something that has to do with anger and ego more so than my drinking. But that's where I'm at now on my journey, and I'm trying to navigate it. I'll figure it out.
That's interesting. It's possible. Like, he's not a very big guy. I think it's still more to do with the inner child wounds, you know, the trauma stuff more than anything, because it doesn't really seem like he's going around picking the fights, like as if he's got, you know, that he's got to prove something per se, but perhaps at least he's willing to do that searching, like to do the self-reflection, like to be able to admit that that might be something, you know, like that takes a big man to even admit that. So I think we got to give him at least credit for that, in the very least.
What kind of things set off that anger?
What kind of things set off that anger? I mean, boy, I haven't experienced it for a while, but I'll be honest with you, big gay people are scary to me.
What do you mean?
When I'm like standing by myself and 3 gay dudes are next to me touching my leg, I get scared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. If that's homophobic, then I'm that.
Yeah. Does that happen a lot?
No, it just happened one time.
Recently?
Well, that's why got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were sort of being groped and surrounded.
I'm not going to say that because my lawyer said, "Oh fuck, dude."
It's okay. We can back up.
I am wrong for touching anyone ever, and that's the end of my statement on this whole shit.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Moving back to like what kind of things would set off that Napoleon complex?
Being challenged, my masculinity being challenged, somebody touch my girl, or touch my kid, or, you know, I'm good with gay. Be gay over there though. Don't be gay in my lap.
So you feel like when things that you feel that you possess in a way are challenged, like your girl, your kid, if someone gets in the way of what they want to do.
Yeah, if somebody, there's personal space type stuff, you know, which gets weird it's Mardi Gras.
I mean, to want to be protective of your family and your kid, like, that doesn't seem like a small man thing either. Like, I don't know who, I mean, if it's a therapist or who feeds him this stuff, or if he's just still kind of like searching in his own mind about it. But I think, yeah, there's a lot more of the trauma to do with it for sure. And I think it's natural to want to protect people around you if you feel that there's a threat or you feel there's something not right, you know. Because I've always said, I'd rather say something and be wrong and be embarrassed than have been right and not said anything at all, you know. So I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of people around him have pressed on him so much that certain behaviors are wrong of him, or that then when the bad things do happen, it's his fault. But I think that I don't think that that's all the way true. You know, obviously I'm not condoning the behavior, like I said yesterday too. Like, obviously I'm not condoning the excessive self-medicating or the lashing out aggressively by any means, but it seems to me like, and in the comments too, I noticed other people kind of getting it where I was coming from on it yesterday, was like, even if it was a woman coming on to him and feeling him up his leg and that he wasn't interested and was trying to like reject that, and that leading to some kind of conflict or altercation. It shouldn't and never be physical, obviously, between like a man and a woman. Like, should never be aggressive towards a woman, obviously, but like in the same way he should have the right to say no to a woman advancing on him, he should also be able to say no to men making advances that he's uncomfortable with. Did he handle it the right way? Probably not. But I think from that point, I do believe that if they've noticed that he's uncomfortable with it, the drunk people are kind of like apt to poke at that more. Like, that's sort of just something like people will do when they're out and about, and then they're noticing it's bugging them. And maybe they thought he was being a little homophobic and they were trying to make a point of that. But I think he made a good point too, that he's like, I don't care if you're gay, but be gay over there. Don't be gay over here on my lap. Like, that's fair. That's pretty fair. And I mean, I think any woman would be upset about that if men were surrounding her and trying to grab up on her. Like, you know, if this was flipped, people would totally be more understanding, but they're not, because he's this guy and he's like, oh, I have a small man complex. Well, no, you are a smaller guy, and if 3 really big people that are trying to grab up on you and are trying to come onto you that you're not interested in, that is scary. That would be scary. That would be a fight or flight response would probably kick in. Especially if when he was a little kid, he had these kinds of people around him touching up on him and grabbing him, and, you know, I think all of those are natural trauma responses, just natural reactions in general. Like, because exactly, he is a small guy, but that doesn't mean you have a small man complex. That means you're, like, a small man complex would mean more that, like, you're going out looking for the fight because you want to prove something. But in his case, he's feeling threatened because he's not a big guy. And if these were, like, big gay guys, like some bears or some shit, yeah, that would be a little freaky. And then if they're goading him on a little bit and pushing him because they notice and they're just having fun, they think it's funny, and they're joking, maybe they're just joking, they don't mean any harm, but, like, that could be making it worse for him, and then, like, kind of recycling some trauma, right? So, I don't know. Obviously, I can commend the fact that he's willing to self-reflect and try to explore exactly what it is about it that causes that behavior, but I don't think it's so much his own fault and that it's anything to do with his, like, that he has any complex to do with his stature. It's more that, yes, you are a smaller person, and that would be a concern for anybody in a position. If there's big people that are kind of poking at him and bothering them or trying to start something in a bar, that would freak you out, right?
Why, bro? I was drunk and it's Mardi Gras. So everything I'm saying is nonsense. It's Mardi Gras, you know?
But it sounds like this complex is maybe something that you noticed for a long time.
I mean, maybe, bro. I mean, my dad was raped by his cousin, so he was in my ear all the time. I don't know, maybe I am. Who the fuck knows, bro? I'm open to whatever somebody wants to say. It didn't.
He just keeps dropping, like, some serious bombs, like, so nonchalantly too. Like, I feel like that is such a huge indicator of, like, the severity of the trauma. Like, right off the bat in the beginning, in the first part, he was going into some pretty serious details and just kind of going right over it. But did you guys catch what he just said there? That his father had been forcibly trespassed upon by a cousin? Like, so obviously this sort of misconduct and stuff is, like, running in the family. I maybe went too far back there. Hold on. Let me try. We're going to replay
I mean,
that.
maybe, bro. I mean, my dad was raped by his cousin, so he was in my ear all the time. I don't know, maybe I am. Who the fuck knows, bro? I'm open to whatever somebody wants to say. It didn't feel like that when it happened. Look, and this is the worst thing to say, and I'm not going to say it. I never had no problem with gay people. Never. I remember paying for people's, like, transition surgery when I was fucking around the internet heavy. I've never been adversarial towards it, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, I'm open to whatever. If somebody's got...
Like, what does that even mean? He remembers paying for surgery for people? Like, was he doing GoFundMes and stuff, I guess? Like, I don't... He dropped such serious stuff. Like, so, like, just casually, that it's like, hold on, before you go on to the next point here, bud. Like, what? Yeah, because, well, I never thought that it was a hate thing at all anyways from the get-go, and obviously I was kind of saying that in the first part anyway. Like, this definitely seems like more of a deep-seated childhood wound, 100%. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Information on the subject, and, you know, let me know. I know I'm fucking deep off into the Bible. I know what the Bible says
About
homosexuality.
what does it say?
Nah.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
But wasn't that written a really long time ago?
Bro, you could do whatever you want with the text. It's not my business. You know what I mean? I'm a traditional Catholic. That's okay.
And what's the difference between a traditional Catholic and, let's say, a more progressive Christian?
I really fuck with the Bible.
You believe in hell and stuff?
Yeah.
Who do you think's down there?
Who's down there? Martin Luther.
The man who wrote the Protestant
Martin
Reformation.
Luther. Martin Luther's there. Yeah, he's
He
gone.
had the special haircut.
He's gone. if it was gone.
For denying the divinity of the Pope.
There's a whole lot. We could talk about this. This would be the whole rest of the interview. I don't want to do that either. I'm not Mel Gibson. I'm not trying to be out here doing that either. God bless you. I love you too. I'm not that guy either. I'm not angry with my Christianity like that. I just really believe in what I believe in. I'm not trying to proselytize nobody. I'm not trying to hold no traditional Catholic line. I'm not some fucking weirdo like that, tight ass fucking. No, none of that, bro. I'm on my relationship. I'm in a full-blown love affair with Jesus. And I believe what I believe.
One thing you did mention earlier was the certain type of person that craves confrontation when they see you for whatever reason.
Sure.
Maybe they bring up controversy, they want to film you, they want to heckle you. Do you find that is oftentimes a trigger for you to be like, yo, get the fuck out of my face?
God's involved, bro. I'm learning my lessons. You know what I mean? I'm on my path. These people that was involved in this, there's growth that needs to happen. And through them, it will. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at life. You know what I mean? They're a blessing to me. I'm about to learn whatever lessons I'm about to learn. I don't know how long I have to sit, but I'll learn lessons there. This is God. God's involved.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not like bumming out about it or nothing like that. Like I feel like I'm on the path.
So you feel like even when things go wrong, there's a higher power trying to teach you something.
I learn more when things go wrong.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think struggle breeds wisdom?
Yeah.
Have you always found that to be true?
Yeah.
You feel like the most prosperous times in your life are the times where you remain spiritually stagnant?
Sort of blind, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think was the most like blind, prosperous era of your life?
Oh, it'd be like these Michael Bay days, bro. It'd be like, hey, I'm about to see you, motherfucker. Let's go.
Michael Bay.
Go, dog. Yeah, be them days. Be them around them days. But we love each other deeply, you know what I mean? I met him in a wild time in my life. I love him very much, you know, and we got unfinished business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned the rehab thing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I follow the news and shit. You saw your ex-wife said that you should be in rehab.
You gotta say what you gotta say, bro. Save faith. Let her live. That's a good girl. That's one of the best girls that ever lived. She's incredible, that woman. Incredible. That's an incredible woman.
Is that a relationship that you think you want to repair?
Oh, she's incredible. Mia Goth, incredible. All time. 10 out of 10.
So your long-term plan would be to repair that?
Repair nothing. We're good, as is. What you mean? That's my girl.
I just read that you guys divorced.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but we're in a good spot. I mean, this isn't new. See, that's what the thing. It's new for you guys. We've been there for a while, and we're trying to figure out co-parenting, and we're good. She's a good girl. Even through all this, like, she gives me grace. I still talk to my kid twice a day. She's a good woman, bro.
Yeah.
Any other woman would be like, yo, fuck you. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. She don't do that to me. I'm on my phone with my kid twice a day. You know, even when things are hanky, she's a good woman. That's a great woman.
Yeah, I grew up with co-parenting my whole life, so it was great because they had a functional relationship. Like you said, when you argue around the kid, it's terrible.
Terrible. So we're trying to build something else, you know, and we're there. My kid is happy, dog. My kid is fucking.
How old are they?
Poor guy. He seems like such a good dude, like that he really does want what's best for the kid and what's, you know, he's trying to do what he feels is right and good. And that obviously is respect for the mother of his kid. Like that's good. That's all very good things because obviously, you know, historically, like we know that there's been the issues between them. So to still be able to just speak very fondly and very positively, like that's good of him. Like he obviously has good morals and values. He does seem like a really good dude that he's just obviously having a really hard go. And you know, he's at the age and with the kids getting older and with stuff kind of coming together, you know, we were kind of talking about it last night. We're starting to get into it more last night, but then we ended it kind of right there, but the stuff you start to realize as you get older and how things start to come together a little more as you're reflecting on your childhood and you're seeing it from a more adult lens. You know, he's obviously going through it and trying to figure out what that big issue is. And I mean, it's a lot of trauma. It's a lot to do with trauma. And obviously he's doing what he needs to do to sort that out. And he's trying to find out different things. He's obviously learning what works for him, what doesn't. And maybe he's not doing all the right things, but it seems like his heart's in the right place, that he's going with a good heart and good intentions. He's trying to stay a positive in his kids' lives. All of that is really good things. Like, I really do feel for the guy, because he's like, you could tell he's really, really struggling, but he's like, you know, he's got his priorities straight, and that's commendable.
3.
So just now getting to that age where she sort of has figured out what's going on.
She knows daddy's a Rolling Stone. She knew that for a while. And she knows mommy's a Rolling Stone too. In her way. She got cool parents.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a cool kid.
That's for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you envision a world one day where there's going to be like split custody type of deal?
No, we don't talk about that. We're good about that type of stuff. It's just like they're getting ready. You should go and film in France. I got to film in April, so I got some time where I'm gonna run out there and go be dad for a minute while mommy's got to film. And we're in a circus. We're the circus family.
Yeah, I forget you guys probably got to travel for work a lot.
Yeah,
I did week on, week off my whole life.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you fucking wound up pretty solid, bro. Look at you,
Thank
bro.
you. 6 cameras.
Fucking 6 cameras. 6 cameras.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how many of
6
us, bro?
Huh?
6 cameras?
For real,
Come on, bro. It's like
you did
variety
it.
in this bitch.
You fucking did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not tripping on that too. I got guidance there. You know what I mean? I'm really a church kid, bro. People don't know that, but I got so much support. That's why I don't feel alone. I'm about to, you know, they got St. Francis's bones on display for the first time ever in the history of life.
No way, here in New Orleans?
No, fuck no, fuck no, in Rome.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
I forgot you wasn't from here.
Yeah, fucking, he's playing Assisi. So my dad's about to get baptized on Sunday. If the court lets me go, I'm going to Assisi.
Oh, so is the court like keeping you here?
Yeah, I gotta stay.
Oh, no.
I'm on bond. Yeah, I'm on bond right now.
Wait, so you're out on bail?
I don't know what it is. They told me I'm on bond.
Yeah, you're out on bail.
Okay, then you said it. And then I gotta take my shotgun in there in the morning. Can't have a gun, can't be on drugs, can't be in no fuck around, and can't leave the country.
How much was the bond?
I have no idea what happened.
Did somebody bail you out?
I have no idea, bro. I know Thundercat tried to get it going. Steven and me are very close. I know him from school. He tried to send his people out, and I love you very much. That's a good man. Cuddy did the same thing. So I had these assistants. I didn't know these names of these people, but they showed up at the court or the jail trying to get me out. And then the bailiff or the jailer was like, "Hey, do you know Stacy or Shirley?" And I didn't know none of these people. So she said, "Should I just tell them to go?" She did. And then I just left on my own. I don't know who paid for what. I know that somebody told me there's like I'm not reading none of it, but bro, there's a lot of clout chasing going on in this motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Like people trying to take credit for
Bro,
getting
let
you
him
out of
live,
jail.
bro. God bless him. Good people, good people.
So you got out of jail, like not even knowing who paid the bond. You're
No,
just
I don't
like,
know. I don't know what it is. No.
And what'd you do?
He does seem a little disconnected, I guess you could say. But for sure, like the taking the accountability and owning up to the shit and like really trying to just lay it out there raw is still gonna give him credit for that, obviously. But he does seem a little bit disconnected, or maybe he's just not allowed to say too much, and he's kind of trying to like pivot around the best he can. Because it was still undergoing investigation, and there was like other charges laid, and it's a whole thing, and they're trying to charge him with a hate crime, which is kind of messed up, because it's obviously, I don't think it's a hate thing, I don't think it's a homophobic thing by any means. I think that he has every right to defend his personal space, especially being a littler guy, and if these were very big people grabbing up on him, like, no, if he was a woman, it would be a no-brainer, you know? But because he's a man, they expect, oh, well, so he's fighting back and it's causing ruckus, he's the problem. Well, did anyone stop to ask him why? You know?
Your first fresh
I went
out.
right back to the fucking French Quarter. It was about to be the fucking Zulu parade. Come on, dude, it's the parade.
Did I see you had papers in hand?
Yeah, I was ready to get it. What do you mean? You can't have half a Mardi Gras?
What is it about Mardi Gras in New Orleans that you love?
It's existential. It's almost spiritual. If you're in the position I'm in as a Cajun man who's been exiled from his family, who has blood in the soil, who's fully connected to this place, and have never really explored it, who's been on a fucking leash for a long time, who is a wild man at heart. You wind up in Mardi Gras, it becomes a spiritual experience. Bro, it's sacred. It's sacred.
Like, I don't know about that, but I get where he's coming from. I get that he is in search of a spiritual experience. He's exploring his roots. He's, you know, like I said, he's on that spiritual pilgrimage. I don't know about the Mardi Gras thing. I mean, I've never been. I know some people that have been. I was supposed to go one year, but it wasn't my deal that year. I was like, I wasn't into the party at that time, you know, and yeah. So I've heard about it firsthand, but I I don't know. I was too old at that point. I think it was just I was past my my phase on that. But so I can't really say for sure, but I can see where, you know, like I've had some experiences in different places with some drinking and doing whatever, you know, a little herb. And then I could say it was like a spiritual experience. You know, I kind of get what he's saying. I get where he's coming from, but I don't know if that's necessarily the way I would go about it to be in search of that experience. I think maybe there's better ways. Maybe that I don't know. I'm not one to judge. I think that it's maybe not the best for him right now for everything going on. I think that he should figure out what that thing is that is his issue, and I think he kind of works through it a bit in this interview, for what I know, like for some of the little clips and stuff I had seen that's supposed to come up at some point here. Like I think he's getting there, but I think he needs to really figure that out first before doing any much more partying. You know, I think partying should be able to be a recreational thing, but it's such a fine line between let's have some fun and it's recreational, and it becoming a self-medicating and to be trying to escape and run away from things that you should be facing head on, you know? So, I mean, all the power to him. I get where he's coming from. You know, I don't want to be the judge of somebody else's journey. Also, it's not my place. It's not our place, your place. But, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. But from what I know, and I'm like thinking like Girls Gone Wild and stuff is like what I think about when I'm thinking of the Mardi Gras. And they used to play those commercials all the time in between stuff. And the Mardi Gras beads was the thing, right? And like Jerry Springer too, the Jerry beads. You know, so what my perception maybe of it is like maybe more the hardcore of like, okay, yeah, there's that. But there maybe is a little more of the spiritual aspects, and like he was going to the churches and stuff like that. So I don't want to minimize that part of it. But yeah, like I think, yes, yeah, good point. Yeah, exactly. As long as he keeps doing this, the more they're going to have against him to chalk him up to being crazy, where he does actually have some really interesting things to say. And I think that he has the right to say them. And I think that there's a lot more that he will, like, whether he shares it with the world or not, but I think there's a lot more he needs to be exploring and talking about to do with his childhood and stuff that he experienced. But I think there's the phases of even realizing the degrees of how bad certain things were, because if certain stuff was like normalized, you don't even realize that it was wrong until a certain point in time, you know? And I think he's still kind of going through that, where like for how nonchalantly he said some of the things that he has said, like that's just like a normal thing in his family, I guess. Like it's just normal. It's so normalized in how he grew up that it's such like a casual conversation for him. And that's a little concerning, you know? Guys, any of you guys been? You guys, I guess a lot of you guys live more closer to, like I'm from Canada, so it's not like I can do a road trip to it, but yeah, you guys, is that like more of a normal thing? You guys do the booze cruise?
If you go in, yeah, I'm not going to go deep off into that, but there's...
I think you should, bro.
I knew some Lakotas deeply. I had spent some time in North Dakota for a long time. There was a girl I knew was the daughter of Chief Red Cloud, who really ran shit. And he brought us in. We were doing a movie called American Honey. All right, we're selling magazines and stuff like that. We're at this reservation. We're fucking around at this reservation. And they basically took us in. And when we were there with them, you know, they kind of like were explaining drunkenness to us and like spirit, you know, like for instance, like when they do the and they're gonna check me on this, of course, because I'm speaking out of turn, but like I never got to go to Sundance. No white man can, but like when they go to Sundance, it's complete sobriety. I think it's like 60 days before, 60 days in. I'm getting the timings wrong. Forgive me. Complete sobriety, but they also have another season where something like a quinceañera, and I don't know if it's at 15 or 16, but there's a period of life.
Yeah, I think he's mixing some stuff up, because, like, that's a Mexican thing. But then also the Indian stuff, yes. Okay, I guess there's, like, different spiritual stuff that then they do the drink, or they're doing smoking the peace pipe or whatever. But that's kind of messed up, Petra. Like, it is it is like a very haunted area, because it's like one of the original settlements or whatever in and around there, isn't it? It's like it goes way back. So that's pretty freaky. That's not great. Yeah, they're doing the same thing to beaver, like, and it's easy to provoke them, right? Like, I think they know which ones are easy to poke at and to get a reaction out of, and then that's more money for them, right? Like, so how much of it is what they would be doing on a regular basis if there wasn't these external factors, right? You would never drink on a ship? Puke City. Yeah, like, if it's a lot of it's on water, I don't know. That's not really my jam either. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I like being near the water, but getting really drunk and being on a boat, I think that's just like, yeah, you're looking for trouble with that. Yeah, the voodoo is, it's the, like, yeah, I guess that's where they do that, like the Ouija board stuff. Like, that's more the spooky, haunted. Interesting. I didn't realize, like, I don't know, that it's like a thing. They're known for it. It's like a hot spot, I guess, eh? You're Mexican, it's 16 for girls. I can't get one because you want pure fare. I thought it was 15, because quince, isn't quince, that's like 15, I thought. I don't know. But yeah, I think he's mixing the cultures here. Like, I don't know, but maybe they overlap down there. But I thought it was like the French Quarter, so it's like French-American LaBeouf, you know? That's where he said his family comes from there, because it's the French, right? Is there Mexican too? Is that where they get the Métis or whatever? Because I think it's the Métis, aren't they, like French and Indians? Something like that? I don't know. But yeah, I guess with all those spirits flowing, they gets the other spirits going. Something like that, maybe.
Where they encourage drunkenness. Jews also do the same thing.
The Amish also have rum spring.
The Amish do the same thing. Germans do the same thing. I get that I'm the wrong guy to proselytize this shit.
No, but I get what you're saying.
But yeah, we're not alone in this. Mardi Gras is not the only one, you know? It's just the American one.
But America doesn't have, it's a very puritanical culture.
Sure.
The Pilgrims didn't have a day where they all got hammered off on moonshine or whatever. They didn't even have alcohol. It would have been like prune juice that was fermented.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's true. New Orleans is like an alternative to American reality in many ways.
Yeah. It feels like our connection to Europe also. And it's been dominated by 3 different kingdoms. So it makes for a resilient type of depth that LA just does not have. So I come from an LA in the 90s that was more of a barrio, and it had a depth to it with a different socioeconomic mix. And that socioeconomic mix is not like just money. It's like, it's culture and it's spirit and it's feeling and it's all those things. It shapes the person. And the socioeconomics of LA changed and the spirit left, and it's gone now. LA is dead.
You don't even feel it like when you're
it's
on
gone,
Bonnie
bro. I'm an Angelino for real. I really am.
Honestly, I could see that, though, like, with how much devastation out there, like, how much is burnt down, like, it pretty much was all the very, like, little niche, artsy, cultural, little pockets in between there, like, along the Palisades and everything in there. There was some really cool stuff down there that's not there anymore. Like, a lot of the, like you said, like, the soul is kind of ripped out of it. And that's true. That is true. It's sort of, like, systematically been, like, torn the shit out of it. And that's kind of what I liked about out there. Like, I didn't do that. I've never done Mardi Gras, but I've been out west. I've been down the coast there and in California, down on, like, the Santa Monica, Venice Beach, the little... You kind of go up the coast there to Malibu or whatever. There's that nice little drive there. And there's really cool stuff, like little rock stores and just like little artsy, kitschy, whatever, like just neat fucking shit. Like everything was really cool and really unique. And just the buildings and stuff and the way that, like, I don't know, just, it was neat. It was neat. And like knowing that it's all, I haven't been out now for a long time, and so I don't know what it's like now. But from what I saw of the devastation and what I understand of what, where the fires spread and how that all went down over there. So a lot of really cool shit was wiped out. And then like all these developers are coming in and I don't know what they're doing with it, but it kind of sucks because it's like, yeah, it's slowly but surely they're ripping any soul there was left in that town, because there really wasn't any to begin with. It was like everybody down to the last shred of their soul for the most part, trying to make it work out there, you know, from what we're starting to understand now, right? But there was a vibe out there in a different way, and maybe it's different when you live out there too than when you're just visiting. But yeah, that is like, it's a lot of souls go there to die, that's for sure. A lot of dreams, a lot of souls go to die in like in and around the Hollywood, and like I never saw what like Skid Row looked like, nothing like that, so I didn't do the full thing. But I'd pass by like the Viper Room, and there's like the Roxy, those little clubs and stuff, like some of those historical like landmark spots to check out, to do with stuff I've been looking into and researching and talking about all this time, you know. But yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to know that a lot of the waterfront stuff got wiped out. So I don't know. I feel that what he's saying about the soul.
Full blown LA. You couldn't get more LA than me.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. Like, knowing that it's like that, people that, like, for the people that live there, I can't even imagine. Like, me just visiting, and how sad it makes me just thinking about it. Like, yeah, I can't imagine for the locals. Like, 1,000%. Like, my heart goes out to all of them. And, like, anybody lost anything in the fire. I know even some of these people that had, like, Haley, we were just talking about the other night, Haley Joel Osment had lost a ton of stuff in the fires. Had lost everything basically, and they had found him getting a little drunk at some resort or whatever, and they kind of did the same thing to him. I think he was sort of provoked, and they got the reaction out of him, and it was a whole thing, and everybody made a fucking spectacle of him. But he obviously was just having a rough go, you know. Like, some people should just be able to have a rough go and not have it all blasted on the whole friggin', you know.
I am so LA.
More than Esteban Oriol.
Who is Esteban Oriol?
Oriol is just like a famous photographer.
He doesn't matter to me at all, bro. You talk, you're talking about, I know who you're talking about, and respect me. He's very important. You're talking about the dude who does all Mr. Cartoons photography.
That's the most LA guy I can think of.
He's the most LA guy I can think of also, and he's very important, and forgive me. I thought you were talking about some weird singer.
No.
Okay. But even those dudes have become caricatures of themselves. The culture doesn't exist anymore. The car culture is gone. The dance culture is gone. The bar culture is gone. It's all gone. It's gone.
That's so fucking sad. Like, I had some really good times out there. Like, that's so freaking sad. I'm thinking about the Blue Jam breakfast. Like, the fucking eggs Benny at that Blue Jam place. So fucking good. Like, anytime I'd be out there, I'd go there. There was one bar I went to one time. It was like kind of like a funk joint, like a funk music bar, but it was like kind of like a secret hidey hole that was kind of spooky getting in there. It was this, what was it called? It's like Good Times at Dave Hovey's or some shit like that. And we'd asked like these locals or whatever, and they told us about it. And then like getting there, it was freaky as fuck. It was freaky as fuck. But you go into this like hallway, and then there's some stuff on the walls. There's like an old cigarette machine, whatever. And then there's like a fridge. And you go through the fridge, through the back, it goes into this whole fucking thing. And then, like, the whole place is like a maze. And to find the bathrooms, it's like a secret hole like a secret door in the wall. And you have to figure out which one's which. And anyone you ask, they say it's down the stairs to the left. And there's no fucking stairs. But it was a wicked time. It was a really wicked time. But there's, like, some neat stuff. Like, neat, like, niche, unique, kind of creative, artsy shit out there. Like, you get a lot of weirdos, but, like, weirdos in a good way. You get all the weirdos in a bad way, but there's, like, weirdos in a good way, too. And you find out some cool stuff where, like, halfway almost getting there, it seemed like maybe I'm going to get murdered. Because it's like you go down the back alley and down around this corner and then to this little thing, and it looks like some hedges in this alley. And then there's this big scary guy standing there. And it's, like, pretty much out of a fucking movie. Like, really. It seemed like it was, like, is this a fucking Truman Show right now? Like, what's going on? Where's the cameras, you know? Freaky stuff. But it was actually awesome. It ended up being a really awesome time. It was really cool. Yes, didn't hate that. But, like, it's like, I guess there's a balance. There's some kind of balance out there. There's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff, and you just never know what you're going to find your way into. But if you do make your way out there, like, ask the locals. Ask the locals about what's cool to check out, because it's way cooler than the shit that comes up on Google. And, like, yeah, Calabasas to drive through and up around, like, the Mulholland Drive, going up and down Mulholland Drive there and just kind of cruising around. pretty freaking cool. The giant snails at the top, I forget what's it called, the something observatory thing at the top. The snails, I have so many pictures of just the fucking snails. Like, giving it my thumbs up with the snail, because, like, then you get like a size comparison. Love the snails, very cool. I did the hike up the fucking, to the sign and shit, and, like, I was not in very good shape at the time, so that, like, nearly killed me. Almost died at the Hollywood sign. But, so yeah, I did a good amount of, like, the touristy shit, or whatever too, but then yeah, when you ask some of the locals some stuff, you find like some hidden gem stuff. There was like the one little rock store up like between the Palisades and I think Malibu, somewhere in there. There's a little rock store, and I went in there a couple times, and then the lady in there, Marcy, nicest little lady ever, and she remembered me every time I came. And if I wasn't buying anything, or even if we bought something or didn't, she'd always give like a little gift, like a little rock for like to go, just like a little, little gift. Just to, it was so freaking cool. She was a nice little old lady. Like, it's just it was a cool vibe out there. It was very, like, I don't know. It was a different vibe. So, like, to know how much that's all kind of been torn away is, like, it is sad. It's sad. Because it's, like, a lot of people think about going there, dream of going there. Yeah, the Griffith Observatory. That's it. Right on. Thank you. Which is a cool place to check out also. There was also a lot of cool stuff in there and around there. And the view of the city from there is very cool also. But the snails. Can we talk about the snails? But yeah, no, like I kind of got that vibe that the vibe is gone. And a lot of people dream of going there. And if it's like not the same anymore, like it just sucks. It sucks for other generations that are going to like want to do the pilgrimage out there. Where he's doing a pilgrimage to the, to New Orleans or whatever. That's my pilgrimage. I'm going to go out to the west side, And even in Canada, going down the west, like going out that way, even like Alberta over is nice. Much nicer than the other side anyway. You buy all your lamps at the thrift stores, because the old style lamps, yeah. Well, almost everything that's like older and ancient, more like antique, ancient, or like more old-fashioned is almost better, because a lot of stuff was more handmade, or at least like more quality. So I get that. They had a lot of that too, like a lot of cool like little thrift stores, little side vendors, like random stuff, all the fruit. Oh my god, like every corner, like fucking mango, and they have these mango little vendor people, and they have this little like spice they put on it with a little bit of like citrus, little sprinkle of the lime or lemon juice, whatever the fuck it is. But oh my god, you're taking that down to the beach, you get yourself a drink, you get some of that, maybe a little bit of herb to go with it. Holy fuck, so freaking good. It's like the most delicious mango you're ever gonna eat in your goddamn life. Best time. It's like $7 and you get a giant bag. It's awesome. I love that too. I hope they still have that. I don't know when I'm gonna be going back ever anytime soon, but oh yeah, they just yell it. You know where to go because they're yelling it. The mango, and I'm like, it's like music to my ears. As soon as you get down to the boardwalk or wherever you're going near the water, and they're there somewhere. You just follow the sound, like floating across the waves of the mangoes. It's like the call of the mango. Yes, the corn of the cob's really good too, but definitely the mango. Okay, sorry, we'll play this interview. I'm having all the memories. It's so sad it's all gone. Like, it's not all gone, but if it's like, I don't know, I've heard a lot of people saying how just it's not the same, and it's just sad. It's sad.
I know it's gone because I'm firsthand watching it go away. Temple Street in LA used to be a cultural mecca. This is where gang culture first birthed. Temple Street and Glendale. That is the birthplace of gang culture in all of America. Temple Street's the oldest gang in America. This is also socioeconomics.
Right.
So the first gang in America was Temple Gang. And then you have all this weirdo, whatever, New York shit they had popping off, the fucking, when you're a jet, you're a, whatever the fuck they were on, you know what I mean? God bless y'all. But it's different. It's very different. Real gang culture is Los Angeles. And it's undeniable. It's where it was birthed. You go up and down Temple Street, it doesn't matter. There's no plaques. You walk around New Orleans, there's plaques everywhere. Why aren't there plaques on Temple Street? That's a huge Chicano culture that's just getting completely just, and they got all this ice shit, and it's just getting fucking swallowed, and everything's getting like melted away, and you're watching it happen. And so the LA that I loved was the Chicano culture in LA. It was the only spirit of LA.
That's a good point that you made.
Oh my god, yeah, the tacos. Way better tacos than we get out here. the fucking tacos. Like, yes, the Mexican culture, it is getting kind of like snuffed out there too, and it sucks. Like all this, the street art, just everything that goes with this whole fucking thing. Like they're ripping parts out of it. They're ripping parts of the soul out of it. It fucking sucks. It just sucks. Cause the tacos too, though, like cause it's some real shit. You're getting some real shit. They got some of the best freaking tacos. Forget the mangoes. Tacos.
As far as like even the expressions of like OG, what would be called car culture, like when you see meetups, I know what you mean about the caricaturization.
Yeah, it feels like watching Japanese people play Mexicans. Like I remember seeing some stuff in Japan where they're like adopting Chicano culture, and I feel for them. I kind of in a way am also. I'm a Jew.
Well, it's the Mexicans doing the mangoes too, and you can get a bag of oranges. Like, that's real life. You can be driving and there's people that are selling the oranges, and those are the fucking best oranges you're gonna ever have. Like, they know. Like, trust them. Like the street food, all of it. And the way they do street food there is so much better too. Like, if you're getting a hot dog on the street there, it might be on a turned over cart with a fucking like rigged thing underneath and then like a pan, but they have like the veg, the spice, all the other extra accoutrements to go with the sausage or whatever, hot dog, whatever fucking thing they're making. Totally cool. Totally next level than what you see out here, and tastes way better. Tastes way better than some of the carts, like official looking carts they've got in like Toronto and shit. Like bar none. Street shopping cart sausages all day. All fucking day.
I'm just like a Japanese Chicano guy, you know. I'm still like a fucking Grey Goose sneaker out here. But I do it because I want so desperately to fit in, bro. I just want to fit in, which again goes back to this drinking shit. Goes back to AA. Goes back to this whole thing. Goes back to marriage. Goes back to family. It goes back to the whole thing. If you really boil the whole fucking thing down, bro, I like connecting with people.
Well, definitely, like, that's pretty much what I was saying yesterday, too, was, like, he's just trying to figure out where he belongs. He doesn't know where he belongs. He's trying to find, like, a connection, or he's trying to find his roots, you know? Like, I think it definitely comes down to that, and trying to, you know, ground himself with himself so he can explore himself. Makes sense. You gotta have an anchor somewhere to be able to, like, explore the area without floating away. 'Cause trauma stuff is hard. Inner child work and, you know, dark night of the soul, all that stuff, like everything that goes through, you go through to try to sort out and reorganize and reconcile with childhood trauma stuff. Like, it's rough. It's a rough go. And he's doing all the right things. Like, he is trying, and he is owning up to his shit, and that, like, the way the media is ripping him apart, like, fuck them. Like, it's so unethical. Like, he's obviously a best case scenario in this situation, you know?
Desperate to connect with people, and I love Mardi Gras, and I love New Orleans. What do you do with that? You say it out loud, you accept it, you take your bumps. I'm gonna go sit down probably for a while, yeah, but I'm gonna be out here. I like it here. I really do. I love it here.
It's the best.
It is the best.
Especially if you like have accomplished what you want to in life, and you get to just sit down and focus on engaging with people and only connecting. If you have career aspirations,
probably not the spot.
Not the spot.
If you're like, if you're thirsty, this isn't the spot for you.
Or if you're someone like me who was 21,
this isn't the spot.
And graduated.
Yeah, you can't. You got to get out of here.
Am I going to write about beignets and streetcars,
it's true.
destinations?
It's true. You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But this city did. You would not be you had you not grown up here and did it here, because you wouldn't have the ability to be able to connect with the fucking multitudes that you're able to connect with.
No, I'm glad you brought that up, because I've tried to explain that to interviewers.
They don't have it.
In Los Angeles.
They don't have it.
They say, how are you able to talk to so many different kinds of people? And it's like, because I started here.
Yeah, that's why.
I didn't start on the streets of
that's why.
Post-gentrified Venice.
Yeah, that's why.
Or downtown Seattle, which, like LA, also lost its culture.
Yeah.
But much later, it wasn't the riots in 92. It was Amazon moving their corporate campus to my neighborhood in 2011. That was just a final blow. Yeah. And like you mentioned, there's no plaques, because the forces of industrialization and corporatization just erased it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gentrification, too, is a huge, huge problem. Like, that pulls a lot of the culture and a lot of the sense of community and, like, the soul of a place. That rips it right out, too. Like, that's definitely, it's a whole conversation for another day, but, like, definitely is happening everywhere, not just there.
So New Orleans respects its own history.
Yeah.
I suspect that maybe in 100 years, historians might go back and put a plaque on Temple and put a plaque.
Maybe. Yeah. When it benefits them. Yeah, sure.
Or even like, think about, this is a different city, but like O Block in Chicago.
Yeah.
Why is there not a plaque there that says, this is where drill music started? That was the biggest cultural export of American music
That's
for
really
2 years.
interesting, really.
Took over the UK, took over rap around the world in New York.
Yeah.
But no, they want to tear down that place and build a multi-use family development within 2 years. There's no respect for any counterculture anymore, especially not to get all race pilled if it's like minority generated.
Yeah, it's true.
White counterculture still gets preserved. Like in San Francisco, North Beach, you can still see Allen Ginsberg's apartment covered in formaldehyde.
Bro, you could dig deeper into this and get lost. It's not just white.
There they go with the Ginsberg again. That's insane, Cheetah. 4 monsters on vacation woke up yelling at a nobody woke up. That's funny. Yeah, like definitely that's way too many. I like not even one. I don't really like any of those kinds of drinks. They just don't work with me well. So 4, like, yeah, that's like you got a death wish or something there, bud. Shit.
So let's take it's not just because there's a whole bunch of shit popping off.
It ain't just race, brother.
It's not just, there's a whole bunch of shit popping off with that. That's layered. That's very layered. That's layered. And it's also American. He's an American. He is a titan in American literature. However you want to write him up, Ginsberg goes up there.
Big time.
Yeah. So no matter what you feel about him, so it's layered. It's layered.
Yeah, yo, I'm not hating on.
He's having a rough go of how to compartmentalize that whole thing in his mind. Because he's like, well, yeah, there's the literature. Like, he's a revered writer in certain ways and he's respected in certain groups. But then, like, there's the whole thing, the NAMBLA stuff. So, and that being his, like, underlying issue and why he has a problem with the big gay people touching on him. You know, like, it all goes full circle. So I feel like he's so close. He's so freaking close to figuring it out what his thing is here. And, like, you can tell he gets uncomfortable and he's, like, walking around the room and he's getting, like, he's trying to do it. He's trying to get there. And, you know, it's like his family history and stuff too, though, right? So I could see that there's some sort of inner conflict there, like an inner turmoil over all of that. Like that part of it, even from the get-go when you first mentioned it, I was like, oh my God, that's like so many things to unpack there. So many things.
People, I'm just saying the money people put into preserving cultural stuff.
Yeah.
Is dedicated to a specific.
Who pays for the plaques in New Orleans like this? Who pays for the plaque?
Probably the city, but also not to disagree with you heavy, but also where's the plaque for Lil Wayne's childhood home on Apple and Eagle?
Yeah, it's not here.
Where's the plaque
still not here
for C Murda and where Master P
and didn't the
him
mayor
started
say it's
No
a
Limit?
music? The mayor just said it's a music town. I gotta shut the fuck because I'm already in trouble. So let's talk about something else. What do you think about fondue?
I wonder how much they ended up cutting out of this. Because some of the cuts, it definitely seems like they're, like, it's not just a change of an angle, that there's something missing there. I think, yeah, you know, in some ways he's kind of cycling a little bit. Could be, but I love shifting. Definitely shifting. And he kind of goes in, but also because of the fear of, like, he's got to be careful what he says. He's trying not to say the wrong thing for legal reasons, right? But for sure, he's got stuff going on. Like, no doubt he's got some stuff going on, and he's switching paths quickly in his mind if it's not on somewhere on the spectrum of dissociation, which it's very likely there's some layer there of that. I mean, anybody that's had complex childhood trauma is going to be somewhere on that spectrum, most likely, right? So, not that I can diagnose, or, you know, I'm not certified to give a, you know, legit diagnosis here by any means, but from what we know about what we know, and for how many of these young stars have come out talking about it, like with Raven Simone's talked about it, you know, like Sally Field, like some of the older ones, Sally Field's talked about it. It's becoming more of a mainstream conversation. We watched even Orlando Brown. You could, like, with some of his videos, like his interviews for a bit there, he was like rapid cycling in a big way. That was very noticeable, like shifting. So for sure, and that's just a symptom of that. It's a symptom of how, like, the self-preservation and the defense mechanism built around adverse and extreme trauma, you know, and especially when you're a kid, like how do you work yourself around that to be able to continue on and be a normal person? Like there's safety, you know, safety routes in the brain, and like partitions, and protects that person, it protects the host by separating it out. And you know, sometimes there's just, you know, sometimes it's a complete partition, sometimes it's just kind of fragmented in ways or splintered, and so who knows exactly where he's at on that. Because, like I said, it is a spectrum for those that aren't as familiar about the DID thing. But for sure, even just in this thing from yesterday, and then today, I'm a little more refreshed too, a little more awake, and you know, back in the game here. So I can see where he's like, it's a protection of himself within the interview of, okay, well, we don't want to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. And it not being so much about the legal, but more of a, you know, that's a filing cabinet we don't open kind of thing.
Fuck with it, but it's nasty kind of on there.
I don't fuck with it, not at all.
What do you fuck with?
I like tacos deep.
You've been to TJ?
No.
That's
I had one time, yeah.
Oh, yeah, one time. Just for
but I was young.
Just for the food.
No, I was in a Big Brothers program.
What's that?
It's like when your dad's in jail and they give you like some nice guy to come take you to a Dodger game, take you out to hang out, he used to take me dirt bike riding. It was super sick. His name was Tom. He was cool, bro. He took me to TJ one time.
What'd you and Tom do in TJ? You go to the water park?
We got fucking drunk. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but he's gone. Good. He's gone. God bless Tom. I was 16 and I begged him and he did it. And if they...
That's a lot also. Right there. Who's Tom? Where's Tom? Who the fuck is Tom? And yes, Dream to Life. Yeah, we've seen it. Well, and like some other more so in the music scene, we do see that. Like Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. Mariah Carey's got like Mimi. Fuck, I can't think of anyone's other ones on the top of my head, but I have a list somewhere. There's a project folder with some clips of them talking about it. Courtney Stodden has talked about like having an altar. Yeah, that's definitely a recurring theme, you know, enough in a way. Yeah, like, no, I feel like he was manipulated. He's beggy at 16, but who put the idea in his head in the first place? Like, oh, well, we could go for some beers, but you're not old enough yet, kind of thing, you know, to kind of lead him into that. Yeah, for sure. That's a lot. I think that anytime it's the adult, it's always the adult's decision. So again, though, where he thinks everything's his fault, like already so far, he's got like that taking the blame, the victim blaming him damn self all the way through. Like everything, he's taking it on himself that it's his own fault. He's like, I begged him. Well, who put it there though? And made it sound so fun? Like, it's still the adult's responsibility. Like, yeah, who the fuck is Tom? And he just comes out and says stuff. And he's like, oh, well, he's dead. It doesn't matter anyway. I can just say it now. But, like, so wait. Is this, like, some acting coach? Or, like, a fucking publicist or something, too? Like a Bob Villard? Who the fuck is Tom? God damn. I'm gonna make a note of this. Because that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look into that. Pardon me, guys. 1 second. I'm making a physical note with an actual pen for this one. I do for a lot of things. It's not just for this occasion. I like this real notes, stick it in front of me, and then it's right there, you know. I don't know. I don't like that. There's something about it that's not sitting right. But you guys get it too, yeah. You're feeling it. And then he's like, oh, well, but Tom died. So he's like, oh, yeah, Big Brother volunteer. Oh, my God, yes, because he was talking about how he was part of the Big Brothers and stuff. And then, like, with his dad wasn't really the fucking guy, so he was, like, wide open to vulnerabilities there. Tom is a creep. Yeah, we need Tom. Yeah, Tom's government name. We need a full name. We're gonna pay attention for clues now. And I think, yeah, the Big Brother, that's a good lead. But who also like was around him, like his manager? Did he have an agent? Like who else was around him as a kid that was in his team or on his team? You know what I mean? Could have been a photographer. I don't know, but I already don't like Tom. I don't know Tom, but I don't like him. Fuck this guy.
Known that, they would have kicked Tom out the Big Brothers program. Let me tell you something about Tom.
Oh, nailed it. Did you already see this? Dreams to Life. Did you already know that? You fucking nailed it to the wall and like built a house out of it. Okay, one more time. One more time. You knew. You knew the Big Brother. They would have kicked him out of the Big Brother program. My goodness gracious, sir. Okay, fully loaded. Fully loaded. I'm gonna... What? Where did he... What? I'm gonna have to go back to the first part because I feel like he talked about where he went to the Big Brothers program when he was talking about it in the first part. I don't like that. He's been like working up to it the whole time, and then he's like trying to dance around and can't really figure out why he feels weird about the whole thing. And like, did you pass out in his car drunk or something? Then you woke up and you don't really know what happened. Like, what happened? What happened, bud? We're here for you, man. Like, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like, that's fucked up. You don't take him to a fucking... You took him out drinking and you're in the Big Brother program. Like, and I guess he's dead, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But, that's, yeah, like, I feel like that's a compartmentalized situation. I don't think that filing cabinet door was supposed to open. He was like, oh, oops, but he's like, oh, but he's dead. It's like he just went through a process there for a second of like, oh shit, we just busted open the lock on that filing cabinet and it just sprung wide open. He was just talking about it right before. Okay, maybe I missed out on that. Maybe I dissociated in the middle of that for how fucking weird that whole situation is. Or I just missed it. I don't know. Yeah. Well, he's been very, like, casual the whole time, right? The whole time he's saying things very casually. He's just coming out and saying them. And that is worth investigating, I guess, to say the least. Yeah, we hate Tom. He was a bad man. Yeah. Yeah, no. Tom is no good. No bueno. No bueno. No, thank you. No. Icky nene. Is it Tom Bove? I don't know. Did you just look it up? Did you just do some searching? Big Brother Tom, California. Like, he said Bakersfield, right? Bakersfield he grew up, and then where else? He had said where he died in 2024. Did you find him already? Yeah, you're like on the case. You're on the case. How did you find that? Hold on. Back it up. I'm looking that up. Hold on. Oh, I should bring it up on the thing here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... 1 second. Let me open it in a window so you guys can see. I was like just searching on my phone, but you guys probably want to see this, so hold on. Hold on. It's an emergency. British artist. Oh, died at the age of 91, though. Do you think he'd be a Big Brother that old? How did you find him? This doesn't say anything about Big Brother. Okay, hold on. Or the actor, because there's an actor. Was in one thing in 2021. He talks about it. It's in the movie. It's in his Honey Boy movie about the Big Brother thing. So obviously there was something there. Why you do this? Including Big Brother mentor Tom gives Otis allies, including I gotta go back and watch this movie. I watched it like one time when it came out, and I kept meaning to circle back to it. But it is in the movie. It's like somebody that's supposedly like an ally for him. Maybe he was a good, like, in some ways, but that's the problem. Like, the way that they prey on the kids and make it like a I don't know. Like, this is the Nambla shit, where the way that they do it so like precariously that it creates this false sense of intimacy, that there's a connection there. So this is where they're less likely to report, less likely to feel like it's abuse, because they think it's their own fault too. Like, oh well, I begged them to go to the arcade and get drunk, so it's my own fault that whatever XYZ happened after. You know, like, this is you just Googled Tom Big Brother mentor. Okay, well, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's gonna be the guy then, because that could be so many friggin' guys. I think we'd have to like narrow down exactly where he had said he did the Big Brother program, and then search like in that area. Okay, I don't want to get too far off track here, but I definitely, that's something to look into more, because he does go into it in that movie, so it does have some significance. And I mean, obviously something fucking weird is going on there, like, because this grown man's taking this little kid out to get drunk. It's kind of messed up. He started it in 1978. Huh. I guess he could be older too, like, I don't know, because then it's like 30, 40 years later. So he might have been like 50 then. I mean, maybe. And maybe. Teachepi? Fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to find something here. Let's go. Poor guy, though. Obviously, like, we kind of already knew something weird was going on. That something weird happened at some point, and that might not be the only instance, even, you know. I wonder if that's who got him onto the show. Sometimes that happens that way. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. That'll take some time to know for sure. I don't want to call anybody out for sure, because we don't know for sure. But yeah, definitely dream to life. Like, that's like a hunting ground almost.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but he's
It's all
gone.
good.
He's gone. God bless Tom. I was 16, and I begged him, and he did it. And if they would have known that, they would have kicked Tom out the Big Brothers program. Let me tell you something about Tom. Tom was one of the illest motherfuckers that ever lived.
His kids might see it, hopefully, and they'll know their dad was sick
Hey,
as
if his
shit.
kids see it, hey, Tom was one of the illest motherfuckers that ever lived. That was a good man. That fool helped me a lot, bro. I used to have a whole bunch of shit with my mom where I'd be screaming at my mom, and my dad was in jail, and I was acting up. Tom would be like, hey, bro, you can't be doing that. Hard to do that to a kid that's not yours.
You gotta have a big heart and love for the world.
Yeah, and be connected to the kid. He was a good motherfucker, Tom. Yeah, he was a stuntman. He introduced me to Hollywood. That's how I came in. My first job was Leprechaun 4. Yeah, he was a stuntman on it, stunt coordinator. And my first job, I was a little tiny leprechaun motorcycle rider.
This is just getting worse by the minute. Oh no. Like, I kind of felt that. I was like, that's who got him into it. Oh man. So yeah, he's very conflicted, obviously, because he's like, oh well, that's me winning the lottery. That got me out of poverty. That got me away from my abusive home and family and whatever. I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. This is fucking bad news bears. And he's obviously the way he's compartmentalized it, you know, I get it. I kind of get it, but at the same time, what was this fucking movie? This Leprechaun? Because then, yeah, he could have been like 50, and he would have, because he's 39 now, so like almost 40 years ago, like Buddy would have been 50. So it could very well be that one that you found. You might not be wrong. I don't know though. You guys. And this one might be one where he just like, it was no credit or whatever, so. What the fuck? Okay, Shia LaBeouf, Leprechaun motorcycle rider. No. That's not it. Was this like some TV movie or something? What the hell? He's dropping all these tidbits, but then they're like nowhere. There's nothing about it. Okay, I'm gonna look into that too. Okay, what did he say exactly? Let me go back. Hold on, guys. Now this is an investigation. Live.
Yeah, he was a stuntman. He introduced me to Hollywood. That's how I came in. My first job was Leprechaun 4. Yeah, he was.
Leprechaun 4. Who was the stuntman, stunt coordinator on Leprechaun 4? What a friggin' weird franchise. Those movies were kind of weird. I didn't like them. I didn't like that one. I think I saw like the first one. Wasn't a fan. There's people on Reddit trying to figure it out already, too. Yeah, Leprechaun's 4, but they're saying that he doesn't show up as a... This is the Reddit. It says... Leprechaun 4 stunt co-coordinator. While watching Channel 5's interview with Shia LaBeouf, he mentions he had a big brother named Tom who got him a job on Leprechaun 4 in the stunt department. Checked the credits, did not see a Tom. Possible he still worked in the film, but didn't get a credit. Mentioned that he's no longer alive. Leprechaun 2 has a Thomas DeWeer as a stunt coordinator with a prolific film background who passed in 2020. So that's another one. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at the freaking... One second. Let me bring this up so you guys can see, too. But I'm gonna go to the... Leprechaun 4 IMDb. In space? Leprechauns in space? What a friggin' dumb movie. Like, what the fuck? Why? Or is it this one? Oh, it's both. I guess. Blood Bath and Beyond. Leprechaun 4 in space. Wow. Okay, hold on. Good times. I guess you get to a point, you know, with some of these franchises, you run out of ideas. You run out of stuff. So now we've got Leprechauns in space. Why are you not working? Oh, because it's underneath. One sec. Okay, here we go. Leprechauns in space. To woo a beautiful princess. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. He's like in all of those things. He's like the one from Willow and everything. Oh, hold on. I gotta resize this because that looks dejanked. Oops. That's not what I asked for. There we go. I don't think this will tell us either, though. It's like the cast. I think if you have, like, you have to have a pro membership, I think, to see. Oh, maybe not. Editor, director, set. I don't see a Tom. I'm going to search for Tom. Oh, here we go. Stunts. No Tom. No Tom. But he said he got him on there. It doesn't mean that the guy was working on it. He maybe just knew people that got him on there. He's given hints, though. And he was like, oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. And that has nothing to do with, like, the current... Ooh, Tim? Oh, no, Tim. Is that what you said? Hold on. Timicomas. I don't see a Timicomas. I see a Tim Colsari. That's Tim, not Tom. He was saying Tom. Fuck. There's no Tom. No time for Tom. Rude. Okay. That gives us something to work with, though, and other people are looking into it, so I'm gonna have to follow up on that. But I don't like the sound of this Tom guy. It sounds like he took advantage of the vulnerability and the needs of a young kid that had his dad in jail and was looking for like a father figure here. And then takes him to get some drunk. I just don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about it. Hey, Blueberry Street. Good to see you. Her boyfriend was waiting outside the room. What? Okay, hold on. I missed something there. She said a woman... Really? On a movie set in 2014? I believe that. Yeah, and he did. He's in the iceberg sphere. Yeah, I don't know. You wish you could send what you found. Tomacomas. I'm gonna look it up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Got too many windows open here. 1 second. Fuck's sake. Okay, here we go. Stunts, the town, the Dark Knight. Is he alive though? Let me see, hold on. Oh, in memoriam, here we go. One of the most influential shaper. Oh, maybe this is a different guy. Toy train hobby. Michigan City, 2024, at the age of 86, indelible mark. This is another Tom McComas. I think this might be a different one. Hold on. Toy train guy, but also a movie guy. So hold on. Writing, photography, sense of humor. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a stunt guy though. This maybe is this is a different guy. Train hobby guy. Okay, hold on. What did you find? Where are you looking? Are you looking on Wiki or what are you looking at? Tom, Stuntman, Shia LaBeouf, Leprechaun for... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hit the AI? AI, I don't know. Sometimes I don't really trust it. But we're gonna try. We're gonna go give her a go here. Yeah, it just brings me back to the main thing here, though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Oh, mentor. Add mentor. Okay, hold on. What are you? You're on Google probably though too. I'm not using the Google search, so maybe I should switch over here. Sometimes it's not everything it's cracked up to be over here. Nope. Nope, go away. Yeah, it's bringing me back to that same Reddit post. Is he just sending us on a wild goose chase? Freaking guy. Stunt coordinator, literally credits him as introduced him to Hollywood. That's how he came in. Like that, there's obviously something here. There's obviously, and we're like, we're not the only ones. I'm gonna look at this Thomas Dewar. Because if he worked on it before, he could get him on later, maybe, you know? There's a possibility there where maybe he wasn't working on that next one, but he, oh, X-Men First Class. So Bryan Singer connections. Oh, I bet it's this guy. Yeah, I don't like it. It's making my stomach turn a little bit. Yeah, because X-Men was, Bryan Singer, right? And this guy's got like a ton of stunts. Oops, where am I going here? He's got some other stuff going on, additional crew. He's like a dude. He's like a dude. Is he alive? Oh man, I think we figured it out. Hold on, this might be the guy. 1 second. Yeah. Yep. Passed away June 9th, 2020, at the age of 58. So he wasn't like... He would... that's still like 20 years older than him, though. X-Men movies. Okay, hold on. I'm bringing it over. Star Trek. Died of cancer in 2020. But he has a ton of, if you go to the IMDb, he's got a ton of stunt stuff. I think this is the guy. I don't know for sure, though. I can't say for sure. We're not here to, like, witch hunt or, like, make accusations to, like, innocent people. Oh, that was a weird movie. What is that movie again? New Los Angeles. Yeah, that's a fucked up movie. It's like telling you something in the modeling industry, the fashion model industry. That's a fucked up movie. Okay, let's come back. Hold on. He was in like all these. Oh man. like it. He's gonna have to go on the list, on the map somewhere. And yeah, he was saying something about Michael Bay. Shia was saying something about Michael Bay, and we know that, yeah, he's been called out about the Epstein stuff. Yeah, there's that too. Oh man, guys, this is fucked up. And then like Daddy Daycare, like all these ones with the kids. And it goes like all the way back. All the way back. Why was he... Ew. Ugh. Why was he also... Oh, Biodome too? Come on. That was a good movie. Why do all my favorite movies need to get destroyed? Leprechaun 2. Cyborg 2. That's a weird movie. That's with Angelina Jolie. I think that was one of her earlier movies. Yeah, that's a fucking weird movie. Her dad's fucking weird. There's something weird. I don't like... I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying anything. I don't know yet. But he... okay, no, we're not going to... I'm not saying anything, but Angelina Jolie has a really messed up childhood. And this movie was really messed up. It was saying some shit. It was saying some shit. It's one of those movies, you know? Poison Ivy, of course. That's a Drew Barrymore. That's the weird Drew Barrymore movie. That's the one with Sarah Gilbert. Yep. And she's like... And the guy's like 52. They set her up. She's like 14. And she's supposed to hit on the friend's dad, Tom Skerritt. And he's like in his 50s. It's really fucked up. That's a fucked up movie. Of course, this guy's a stuntman for all of the fucking weirdest movies. Also, like, good movies, but also the weird ones. And Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes, guys. Oh, man. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, too. Frick's sakes. And it goes by alternate names. All these alternate names. Why would you need that many alternate names? Sir. What are you hiding? Excuse me, sir. Okay, alright. I'm just gonna make a note of this and I'm gonna be looking into it a little more. I don't like it. But it is what it is, and he's putting it out there enough that we found a way. I don't think he did things to her directly, but the circumstances that were set up around her when she was young, like her mother allowed a 26-year-old boyfriend to move in when she was like 14, but like where did the guy come from? And there's like different sources and things that suggest he was put there on purpose, and that was like he was gone all the time, and it's just I did a video about it, but it was so long ago, so it's kind of one I want to revisit now, because I know a little more now. I'm a little more knowledgeable. I've done a lot more studying and researching since, you know. But that was one of my earlier Dark Hollywood videos that I did too, and like her first movie, and that he put her in because he was in it, the John Voight. But the first movie, like the production company, all of it has side eyes, so. Oh, yeah, that's the friend. The Poison Ivy, it's the friend. It's the friend. She's the friend of the dad. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna put a pin in that and come back to it. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm looking at right now. Shit, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Or maybe I just clicked it off again. I don't know. It's been the longest year of my entire freaking life. But this guy, anyway, yeah, sorry, I think I clicked it off, I don't know when, but we'll do one more scroll through here so you guys can see if you want to look it up for yourself. This is the guy. But then he has a bunch of different names, which is a little weird. But yeah, this Neon Demon was one I was talking about, and he's in a lot of these, like, Marvel superhero movies, which we were just talking about that too, you know. But then yeah, the X-Men's Bryan Singer. Even the Rush Hours, yeah. The Daddy Daycare. She's worked with Eddie Murphy a few times. And then Van Wilder. Yeah, there's even more. I'm noticing more now that I'm scrolling through it another time. That Brave New World is a whole time, also. Adam's Family Reunion. Oh man, that was a good show too. Fuck. Like, I'm noticing more now that I'm going through it again. This is rude. It's rude. How will they be so rude? Kid Cop. Ugh. I don't like it. Chris Farley. Rip that guy. But yeah, then Biodome. But yeah, the Angelina Jolie one is this Cyborg 2. Was she in the third one? There was a third one? Of course there's a third one. I don't think this is her, though. No, this is something else. Oh, this fucking guy. Clockwork Orange, this guy. Yeah, no, but Cyborg 2 is the one with Angelina Jolie, and it's the movie is trying to tell you something. Like, that movie is interesting, just the whole thing about it. But yeah, he goes by, like, a lot of names. He has publicity. Let's see what his publicity is. Houdini. He's a Houdini. I can't click it, though. That's nice. What's the point of telling me about it if I can't even click on it, you rude. You rude assholes. So these all click. I don't know. He's gonna have to work it out. It's not our business, really, what he's gonna think about it or do about it, but I think you guys know what I think about it, and I just feel bad for him even more. Because it's sort of what we suspected. It's sort of what we've been working up to the whole freaking time, and, like, obviously, like, yesterday, what I had to say about it, like, we were kind of working away here. But it's just, like, the confirmation there. It does seem like a confirmation of something that we were thinking already, you know, and I feel sad. I feel sad for him. I don't know. I think with her and her kids, it's different because of what she went through. But, like, her childhood, like, it was very, like, MK-esque also. Like, she was put into, like, an all-white room. No, like, everything deprivation, like a sensory deprivation room. And no toys, nothing. She had, like, different people coming to watch her and stuff. Like, she didn't really bond with any parent. There was a weird thing with her brother. It's a whole thing. It's a whole time. Check it out. I'm going to have to do an update for it, probably, because, like I said, it was a long time ago when I did that, and I see things more now. Like, I have a better understanding now of the whole sphere, right? But, yeah. Yeah, anyways, moving on. We're going to be here friggin' all night if we don't finish this. But luckily, I guess there's only like 15 minutes left of the interview, so we're not doing too bad, but I just feel for the guy.
Stuntman on it, stunt coordinator. And my first job, I was a little tiny leprechaun motorcycle rider.
Going back to big homies, whenever you got out of jail here and went back to Bourbon, I'm sure by then you probably got your phone back and saw that, like, you had gone viral, #1 news item.
No, I didn't shut the whole shit down.
But what about text messages?
I didn't touch it till a couple days later.
Did you see, like, a bunch of concerned messages?
Of course.
You respond?
Well, that's partly why I say, hey, bro, Andrew, can I talk to you? When you have to explain yourself over and over, it's exhausting and it's emptying. And so I just like to get it out of the way, like, just bang, bang, bang.
So you feel like this is a way of kind of like responding to 1,000 texts?
Yeah. And not just the text, but there's a lot of people that love me that I don't know that are concerned, that I want to, make sure they're cool too.
Well, I guess if you could talk to him directly, what do you want to tell him? I don't know what to tell you. I'm on it. I'm on a path, and I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm okay. I think that's important to know, because
that's important to know.
You are doing okay.
I'm okay. I'm curious. And God's got me.
In Catholicism, it's more forgiving than Protestantism.
Bro, I've already earned the love.
From God.
Yeah.
So many holes. So many holes, so little time.
Great. You know what I mean? He already did the thing.
You see all the Epstein stuff when you were on the sick one?
Hey, people gotta get right. You know what I mean? You gotta own up. You gotta get right. People gotta get right. People gotta get right.
But were you peeping game when you were like out and about, like on the same day all these documents are dropping?
No, I mean, no, bro. I was fucking chasing ass on Mardi Gras. What do you mean? I wasn't paying no attention to Epstein files. No, this shit is beyond me, bro. I don't get into this shit.
This is why, like, part of why he's like, I'd rather just be lost on Bourbon Street. I don't want to fuck around. I don't want to worry about it. Like, I think it's probably bringing stuff to the surface for him too, in a sense that he's like trying to mull over it and still trying to look at it like, no, this is my mentor. This is who got me in the business. This is who I owe everything to. Like, he's got it positioned in such a way in his mind, but when you really start thinking about it and looking at it from the outside. But yeah, that video actually, I know, I agree, and I think that little girl was exploited, and I have a lot of opinions about that on a whole nother side of things that's like kind of aligns with the John Bonet thing, how I feel about that. But that video, I think that Shia was trying to portray what it's like when it's a predatory, the back and forth of a predatory thing. But like with interpretive dance, which I think that it was still it was kind of fucked up because he's a grown man, she's a kid. It's not like, it was very extra. Like, it was very extra and probably did some damage to that kid. So that part's not okay. But I think what she was trying to portray versus what it was taken as, I think was slightly different. You know, I think she was trying to send a message in a way. But then it was very, like, yeah, it seems like it was not something you'd want your kid in as a job. Like, I wouldn't want my kid to be doing that, so I don't really condone it. But I think that from what I understood about it anyway, and what, like, when I was looking into it back then, so I don't know, maybe it's worth looking back into now. But Shia is an interesting person. She's got an interesting thing going on. I don't know. That one, I'm gonna have to circle back to that one because, yeah, like, there's a lot going on there. But I think that there was supposed to be a message to help people understand to an extent of the back and forth in that kind of circumstance, you know. But then having people actually acting it out, even if it is just a dance or it is just a, like, even the other video too is a little weird, like the poverty struggle, childhood struggle, like some of those videos that they had that one same kid do. Yeah, it's a whole time. But I think that Shia was trying to, I don't know. I think she had the right intentions, but it maybe the execution was wrong, you know?
Yeah, I just wondered. It was like the biggest news story in the world for a couple of days was Epstein.
If you got no life, you're just sitting in a fucking hole all day. You're not, chasing ass and getting at it. Motherfuckers that are in the street, they don't give a fuck about this stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's if you're sitting home all day, just like, who got kidnapped? You know what I mean? Your life sucks. You're a normie. Fuck off. But if you're out here, nobody gives a fuck about none of this shit.
No, facts.
I remember asking Kendrick one time, like, bro, hey.
He's being so evasive. Like, he's uncomfortable about it. He's like, no, I'm out here chasing ass. I ain't got time to worry about that. Like, no. You sit at home, be in that hole. I don't want to be in that hole. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, he's very trying to separate himself from it. Like, this is, like, his protective part coming out. Like, this is his frontage that protects him, you know? No, I didn't. But Joseph Gordon-Levitt had some interesting people around him way back Wednesday, so that's a situation, probably. I don't know. I didn't see that, though. I'll have to look into that. 1 second. Let me put a pin in that, too. Yeah, but he seems to be, like, he's kind of putting it on, like, he's too cool for that. Too cool to worry about that. Well, why, though? Like, it's still a concern to most people right now. It's not that it's, like, a trendy viral thing, you know? But I think he's sort of trying to avoid even going into that side of the conversation, you know? Okay, mysterious skin. It sucks because I really liked Third Rock from the Sun. Also, that was so great. And they canceled it after like 3 seasons, which really sucked. But now, you know, now that I've been looking into everything and with what was around him when he was a kid too is like, fuck. It's all a bunch of fuck, guys. It's just a bunch of fuck.
Hey, Trump or Kamala, he was like, you think I give a fuck about this? Like, he got real life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I just remember there was one day where it was like either Epstein does horrible shit or it's you having fun, and it was no.
Right, so if you got to pick, hey, man, come with me. I'm the good one.
Yeah, and you're not.
I'm not no weird files, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not no weird files. All my shit's in the street, bro. I'm open-hearted. I done fucked up, yes, but you know what I did, you know what I mean? And you know what I didn't do, too. I swear you do. Come on, how? Bro, how, bro? Think deductive, what is it called? Deductive logic, deductive rationale, deductive reasoning.
Yeah.
So work your way back.
In terms of?
My whole life.
Yeah.
You'll know them by their fruits.
Do you like, I want to talk about some old shit.
Go ahead, bro.
The He Will Not Divide Us project.
Come on, dog.
I was just thinking today, I was like, that was Shia.
Yeah.
And you were kind of ahead of the curve on that.
Hey, bro, different time, different spirit, different everything, just everything. And I wasn't wrong. He didn't.
You don't think Trump divided us?
No. It depends on your sensibilities. I still stand by the statement I put on the wall. He will not divide us, and he did not.
Oh, for frig's sakes. I was just looking it up in the background here. This mysterious skin. Yeah, that Greg Araki guy, I don't know how to feel about him. There's something there. Yeah, and that TLA releasing, they keep coming up in the places, in not great places. But then, yeah, Michelle Trachtenberg, of course. Okay. I see where you're going here. Yup. Oh, that's gonna go... This is gonna have to go on the map. Oh, man. What are you guys doing to me here? She was filming Eurotrip at the time when she received the script. They were looking to do independent film at the time. I don't know. Elizabeth Shue, why are you there too? Shue. Okay. Alright, well, I'm putting a pin in it. I'm going to circle back to that.
Well, he did divide the public.
No. He... the beauty of that piece actually was its ability to be both things. And I don't want to fuck the art up. So I'm not going to speak on it no more. I don't want to choose a side. I'm a Catholic.
Christ first.
First. Only.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him?
I wouldn't say shit.
Really?
Nah. But I'd kiss him. I'd kiss him. I'd kiss his feet. No one say nothing. Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad. I didn't know it was going to make you emotional.
He's having, like, super rough go. And I think he's probably had more drinks than it's allowed us to see so far. But hold on. What was he asking just then? Exactly? 1 second. This poor fucking dude, man. Like, I feel for him so much right now.
Ability to be both things. And I don't want to fuck the art up. So I'm not going to speak on it no more. I don't want to choose a side. I'm a Catholic.
Christ first.
First. Only.
What would you say to Jesus if you could meet him?
I wouldn't say shit.
Really?
Nah. But I'd kiss him. I'd kiss him. I'd kiss his feet. No one say nothing. Chill out with these questions, Andrew.
My bad. I didn't know it was going to make you emotional.
I'm a real Catholic, bro. A real one.
I just thought you had thought about it.
No, I'm a real one, bro.
I want to believe. It's something.
Well, hey, bro, you got to hit your head into the wall hard enough where you just go, fuck it. It's the only way, dog.
That's how you find God?
Yep, for me. For the hard-headed ones, yeah, you got to go hard.
What do you think was the real life equivalent of you smashing your head on the wall?
I put a gun in my mouth. I was ready to kill myself, blow my brains out, writing letters. One of the dark days. For real gone. I'm ready to go.
Why didn't you do it?
Why didn't I do it? Because I'm pussy and also my mom. So God bless her. She kept me alive that night. And also some dude, I've said it already, but there was a dude who hit me up, this guy from the program. I used to save all the numbers in my phone, you know, Joey AA, Bobby AA, Tommy AA. And there was a cat who hit me up that night. I was ready to go. And he hit me up. He said, hey, what are you doing? Or something like that. And then I was like, trying to explain myself, like, bro, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fuck life, I can't take it no more. I just lost my girlfriend. She's walking out the door. My wife didn't know. The ex is fucking suing. It's all just shit. I can't wrap my head around it all. I'm out of here, bro. And he's like, oh yeah, cool, tell me about it in the morning. And I thought, you motherfucking insensitive piece of shit. And he bought me the night. I was so angry I needed to talk to him in the morning. Sometimes that'll save you. Sometimes just being fucking like, sometimes madness, rage will save you from really scary stuff.
Oh man. Well, like what's bringing you there? Maybe like I feel like he's laid it all over the table, and like it's easier for us to see from the outside, but he's obviously really having to go, and no wonder he's like, and he's probably just slamming him back now. Like we haven't seen him switch cans, but the way that they're cutting it now too seems a lot more jumpy. Yeah, he's really struggling with that double-edged sword. There's a very sharp double-edged sword of who had given him his life, career, all of this stuff, who had brought him into that, but then also is maybe somebody that took a part of his soul away from him, you know? I just feel sad for him. I feel really sad for him. He's obviously, like, and yeah, you're right, it does. It's very, like, Aaron Carter, near the end of Aaron Carter. Like, all of them, Brad Renfro, like, all these guys that start having really rough go, start getting real messy, and everybody's like, oh, they're messy, they're spoiled, rich kid, da-da-da-da-da, whatever they go on about. Oh, no, that's not water. LaCroix, pretty sure, is, like, a beer, or, like, a spritzer, like a wine, something like that. I don't think it's water. Yeah, I don't know, though. Fuck. This poor dude. This poor freaking dude.
No, I'm not in charge. You know, God's running the shit. I just try my best, and I'm not refined, and I'm one of them dirty Christians.
But it might benefit you to work out some kind of strategy for minimizing the harm you cause to yourself and others.
Well, definitely to others, for sure.
You know, just figuring out what makes you upset, like what situations trigger.
Well, that's kind of, I gotta look into that for sure. But to be honest with you, bro, I think it's just Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras is over, bro.
I know, but nobody's getting in fights after Mardi Gras.
You can always get into a fight.
I swear. I haven't been, I don't experience that out here. I don't feel no pressure. Nobody G-checking you, nobody being weird. I just feel love. I've been out every night since, and I just feel love. Maybe it's just the time, the season, maybe it's me, maybe I'm stupid. I don't care, but I have not experienced any pressure in the city whatsoever.
Yeah, also the crowd of people that come for Mardi Gras. Yeah. During Mardi Gras, 2.5 million people come here, so you're dealing with like a whole different demographic. People here, it's none but love.
Yeah, I swear, like I'm in Uptown, so you know, my 10-mile radius, I do my little runs every day. Everybody on it's me here, I go here to Audubon, basically. I'm never in the French Quarter. And most locals don't go down there.
Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight in college, like 40 pounds or some shit my freshman year, just running on the streetcar path.
Yeah.
From Carrollton to Napoleon and back.
St. Charles?
Yeah, on St. Charles. But, you know, you run on the path. I would race the streetcar like Forrest Gump.
Amazing.
Know? And tourists would think it's something that just happens regularly. You know, so they're like cheering me on and shit, running as fast as I can trying to beat him.
How fast does that streetcar go?
Not that fast. You can beat it.
Fuck, it goes though. I seen him pull it down. I got an RTA. Yeah, they go. That motherfucker moves.
Yeah, but if you're hauling ass, I think you can beat it from Loyola to Napoleon. I don't know how well you know the streets. Dead sprint.
Yeah, damn. That's
but not your first try.
No, golly.
Uptown's got so many places to run.
Yeah, and like I'm learning about, that's the cool thing too, is like I get to explore and like fall into cool things. I found a little running group and it's dope, dude. It's community.
You're still keeping the exercise shit moving.
Oh, I gotta get to work. You know what I mean? I got a rodeo. I gotta get on a fucking bull.
What?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work, dude.
You going
April.
You going to Angola?
Angola, yeah.
You going?
Oh, yeah.
You're participating.
Oh, yeah. Ain't no reason to make the movie. You don't fucking make a movie. You got to go.
You're making a movie about Angola prison.
Yeah, the rodeo.
I shot my first documentary ever in my life at the Angola Rodeo when I was a sophomore in college, and they wouldn't let any press in. But for some reason, Loyola, because it's a Catholic school, and
they'll let
Burke
you.
the warden back then was a
Yes,
Catholic.
he'll let you.
Holy shit, that's some brutal shit. That's like fucking danger zone. Was not expecting to see somebody get run over by a bull watching this. That's for damn sure. That was a little extra.
In the bullpen with the inmates.
Whoa.
So I got to interview them like right before. I don't have the footage anymore, but that was the shit.
And what were they talking about right before? And what were they doing right before? With their hands?
Just talking about how excited they were, man. My initial thought was like, that's so fucked up, making these dudes ride bulls for free people for money. But then you realize that they're in an objectively horrible situation.
Yeah.
And for some of these guys who are in the trustees program, this is the
Super
light
Bowl.
of their life.
Yeah.
Every single day is an anticipation. And so I ended up actually coming away with a more positive, outlook.
I think it's beautiful. I mean, Angola's rough, and the way they run that prison is dark. Like, it's
Angola's horrible.
really rough, dude.
It's a labor prison. It used to be a
still
plantation.
hard. It's still rough. And I'm not going to speak too much on it because I still got to make friends there, but
Even most of the people there know it's rough, but they accept the law of the land.
yeah, it's a weird culture there. It's a weird culture. Plus they've had some strong men run it for so long, and that guy who's there now is, and God bless you, bro. I'm not going to speak too much on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm headed there.
And it's crazy how much talent is behind the walls.
So that's pretty wild. That's like a interesting cultural situation. Like, I guess they like fight. They do the bull run thing to try to like for freedom, or like I don't know. We haven't looked into that one more. That seems like a whole situation all on its own. But yeah, no. I read her first book, the I'm Glad My Mom Died book, which was really really well done. Laughing and crying and all the things, like a lot of good, happy, sad moments, and it was good. It was good the way that she kept it light and funny in between. But I haven't read the new one, but I think that's supposed to be based on her actual experience of when she was still like a teenager and this guy was like 30, started dating her while she was working on that shit on what Sam and Cat, whatever it was she was working. I think that was the show. I think Sam and Cat. So yeah, I think it might not be like completely true, but like it's based on the true events sort of thing.
Truly amazing people that we'll never hear from.
Well, not never. I mean, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is not never. But time out. Well, hold on now, bro. I'm a God guy. Hold on, bro. I don't know, dog. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't call it. I used to be able to just make these quick assessments like that. I can't. Everybody's on their own journey, bro. God's involved.
So you think spiritual freedom can occur behind the wall?
Oh, part of me thinks that they got a quicker route. I know a lot of monks, and something like the way they live is something like what it's like in county. It's not, hermitages are something like a prison. Some people feel better inside. It's not just all straight, like bland negative like that. I just don't believe in that like that. Yeah. I know that look, for the great majority of the dudes that are in there, it is what it is. But even inside, look, you ever read Viktor Frankl's Search? Yeah.
Great book, Man's Search for Meaning.
So, man, even in the Holocaust, I don't know. I feel that way about art too. Like, you could be a janitor if your heart's involved,
Oh, yeah.
Then you're an artist. And so I feel that way about this spiritual thing. You don't need necessarily, like, what is the most fertile ground for spirituality? If you were to set up your life right now, Andrew, and say, hey, by Monday next week, I need to have a better relationship with God, what would you do?
I would say it would be disconnection from all superficial sources of gratification, even things like food and water, technology. Obviously, you would need to break fast at some point, but depriving yourself of the things that you use to distract from interest.
Something like prison?
Yeah, quite similar to prison.
Exactly.
But that would be the voluntary choice to, reach that.
Yeah, but that voluntary choice, sometimes for the stubborn ones, God don't give a fuck about what you think. He's got to beat me into it, dude. I'm never going to choose it. He's going to beat the fuck out of me until I get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm with him.
No, I know what you mean. Sometimes it's like learning from mistakes simply isn't enough.
No, not for me. That's for smart people.
Yeah. I know what you mean. There are some people that need to be taught the hard way.
Yeah, bro. That's just what it is.
And do you ever think that'll happen to yourself?
I'm in it right now. We're in it right now. What do you mean? We're in it right now.
Sakes, like, I hope he got like a decent meal and a good night's sleep after this, because like I feel like he just is not really taking good care of himself right now either. So I really hope that he's doing that better now. I think that obviously hit a point there and it was not great, but I hope now he's doing better for himself, because, you know, I just feel bad. The judge said that he had to go to rehab. Did he had to go like today or something? Did I miss that? I guess I missed that. Well, maybe that'll be good for him. I don't know. It's not for everyone, but hopefully that helps him. But that's hard. It's tough. He's having a tough go. It's hard to watch at this point. Like, you can really tell he's like fighting through it, but he's obviously he's just having a hard go.
Yeah, I guess it would be crazy for me to ask you about your plans for the future, because you're just really in this present moment.
I don't give a fuck about the future. I care about my kid.
That's the number one thing.
That's it. Only her. Yeah, I just care about my kid. And right now, I got a good thing going. So I'm not gonna fuck with it.
You don't care about returning to Hollywood and the traditional sense?
No. For what? I was never gonna go back anyway. My aims were never there from the jump, you know? I mean, it was never that from the jump.
What was the movie that you were most stoked on, though, in your time there?
Like a Hollywood movie?
Yeah. That you could watch today and be like, man, that's a good time watching this.
I don't have those.
I remember when you got caught jacking off in Disturbia.
Yeah, you got a thing.
That changed my whole security system for my teenage jerking off.
Yeah, so there you go.
Started barricading the door because I didn't want to end up like your character.
I get it. See, here's what it is. For me, those films, it's like me expressing somebody else's dream. I don't care about their dream, really. I can empathize, but the more fucked up my life got, the more wonky it got, and the more insurance became tricky, the better the choices got, and the better the work got, and the more expressive it became, and the more the craft became diaristic. And now I'm fucking around on something that feels so crazy that I would never, ever, you can't even compare the two. I'm around people, there's a comparison, you know, I like what I got going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to compare your life to a different person?
No, I wouldn't trade.
Yeah.
No, I'm really him. So I don't feel weird about it. I feel like God's got me and I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and I'm in a weird category. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. I know the guys I looked up to, a couple of them just passed like 2 days ago. Duval, James Vanderbeek. I love those fools a lot.
What role do you think the media has played in, you know, your adult life?
I don't give a fuck what they do. They're dead anyway. It's over.
Media's over?
Yeah, cheers.
Hey, Channel 5's alive.
Hey, come on. Cheers.
Dead media theory.
Cheers, it's over. You know what the only thing missing is, like for film at least, is distribution. And so what I need to do is I need to cultivate like these podcast relationships. And if I cultivate enough of them and we go hard enough, like if this shit hits 1 million, and we will.
It will.
But you do this enough, right? You make enough of these podcast cultivations, then motherfuckers are gonna really look for the stuff, you know? And I don't know, I envision a different future. I'm hopeful, I'll tell you that.
I'm hopeful about the future of media.
Yeah, I'm hopeful.
We're about to launch an independent streaming platform for other people's movies.
Right.
Where they get all the residuals.
Bro.
Shia should just have his own podcast. Like, I feel like he's got enough things to say if he's given enough time, given more time. I don't know. He's an interesting fellow. I think he's obviously come a long way. He's still got a long way to go. Some more soul searching to do, but interesting.
Over. Bye. Game over. That's all I need, Andrew. That's the end of it. I don't give a fuck what they say. Fuck it. We win. I don't give a fuck what they say. Bro, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh, I just broke my wall. Damn, dude. Damn, bro. I just broke my wall. And I just had these walls painted, bro. Fuck. Damn, bro. I broke my wall, bro. Oh, man. I was so excited. I'm gonna fix it, dude. I'm gonna fix it. Oh, damn, bro. I'm gonna fix it. Damn, Andrew. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need.
Game over.
It really is game over.
Game over.
Hey, God bless you.
I'm gonna grab a LaCroix, too.
Yeah, go do whatever you want.
Well, that was quite the adventure anyways, I guess. I don't know what else there is to say. Fuck. Yeah, like I'm hopeful for him. I think that he's still at least on the right path enough that, you know, he's not fully teetering yet. He's still doing okay enough that there's hope for him, but my goodness, that was a lot packed into a very short time. So I'm kind of glad we did it in 2 parts and took our time with it. Yeah, it should actually be in the About Me section, but it's like inspired by this artist, this digital artist called Igor Morsky. So it's kind of like a cutout, and there's overlays and underlays, and it's like a little reimagination of it. But the concept, I guess, it's Igor Morsky. He's very cool surrealist artist, digital and otherwise. But yeah. That was, yeah, I just, I don't know. I'm gonna look into these, notes that I took during the stream here with this Tom guy. I don't like Tom. I get that he has a respect and, whatever for Tom. But yeah, the conflict of that, I think that's probably what a lot of these young stars go through too, because of, like, they wouldn't, you know, I think there's a friction there where if some of the people that had done them wrong had also done really well for them in their life and their career, that creates a whole nother layer that's difficult. That's totally difficult. And he was saying a lot without saying much too. So I still don't think he's crazy. I think he's figuring it out, and I think he's trying to do all the right things, and so good on him, you know, if nothing else, there's that. But thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We got more stuff coming up this week. I've actually got a few things lined up in the coming soon playlist for this weekend and everything. The Clintons, we're going to do the Clintons depots and all that, and more mind map stuff, more of everything, and yeah. So just stay tuned for that. Take care of yourselves. And, yeah. Until next time. This video has been brought to you by Patreon, where I post more info, resources, bonus, and uncensored content. Everything is free to all members. Paid members just get early access, and some other features and benefits. It's mainly just a way to support the cause, stay informed with behind-the-scenes updates, and there is a public chat. I share all other news and updates outside of my body of work to the Eyes Wide Open group and over on Twitter. Everything mentioned and more can be found in the description. Lastly, make sure to like, hype, share, and subscribe.
And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Red bricks crumble under my feet, a path that whispers a cursed heartbeat. Shadows stretch long, they know my name.